What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode, I think, 15 of New This Week. Real quick, sorry again that it's delayed. I've been really lacking lately with getting these episodes out on time, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But we have a lot to talk about this week, so I want to start this. And also, the reason the videos have been delayed on this channel is mainly just because I've been streaming a lot more, so hopefully that makes up for it. Hopefully you guys have been able to come out to the streams, but regardless, let's just hop on in to start with the Holiday and Polo G song with that. Now, I'm not really a fan of Holiday more recently. I kind of was a fan of the Bad Boy EP, if you guys have seen my review of that. There's a video of it on this channel, but other than that, even that EP I don't really like anymore. It's just Holiday, I guess, isn't really just for me like I thought he was, and I think Polo carried the song. I think Polo had a good verse. Not one of his best verses, but it's alright. I'm not really a fan of the production or the beat. Not a fan of Holiday's style on this song. I think Holiday does have a couple good styles, but for the most part, he's just not for me. Moving on to Cordae, he released his EP Just Until, which obviously this is just right before we get his album, which has been long in the making, so I'm excited for that. And honestly, I think this is a pretty solid EP, solid project. It's a good mix of songs, and I'm a fan of the song with Cordae and Thug. It's a kind of a weird duo because Cordae kind of goes for like bars, like he likes to have really good bars, where Thug kind of relies on flowing on beats. But I think that kind of helped their song together, honestly, just make it, I don't know, just be more unique. But moving on to Lil Yachty, Michigan Boy Boat. Now this is definitely a different style for Yachty. He kind of tried to force himself into the Michigan scene, and it's just not my type of music. It's definitely not bad, and I think this is actually a lot better than some of the stuff Yachty's released previously, but I just wouldn't say it's for me. Moving on to Season, he released his song Did It. Now, I've talked about Season before in the past. I wasn't a huge fan of some of the songs I've heard from him. I think that this song is a step in the right direction, though, because one of the things I did say was I wanted Season to kind of step down that more melodic lane or type sound. I think that is what he would fit well in, and I think that this song's a good example of him doing that. I also wanted to just mention that The Weeknd released the Save Your Tears remix with Ariana Grande. I was just throwing this in here because I am a fan of The Weeknd, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are. I don't really have much to say about it. It's just it's just a remix, and basically all Ariana Grande does is just kind of reciting The Weeknd's part that he already had on the original song. So it's just one of those remixes I feel like that's just there to help the song stay in the top 10 on Billboard. But regardless, moving on to Rich the Kid, he released a new song, Richard Millie Paddock. I think this is actually a decent Rich song, to be honest. I don't really hold Rich the Kid to that high of standards, and if it wasn't for this series, I would not be catching up with stuff that he releases constantly, because I never did up until I started this series. But he is one of those more bigger rappers that a lot of people know, so I figure I might as well talk about him. But other than it just being a Rich the Kid song that has a good flow, but that's about it for me. And then lastly, I want to talk about ssgkobe. He released the tape KO. I'm assuming this is just a tape. So real quick, I do want to mention that this definitely kind of gives me X vibes. The song Why Are You Scared? That's a dope sounding song. It really gives me X vibes, as well as the intro to this little project. But my favorite song on it is probably Capsules or Why Are You Scared. Both those songs, in my opinion, are great. And that's going to be all, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of New This Week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Next week we have MGK, Lil Skies, 21 Savage, Leroy, Lil Uzi, and then possibly more. So make sure to come by next week to see what I have to say about all the new releases for that week. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.